Okay, back working on this slug. I'm going to be working on the radiator and stuff today. If you guys are wondering why I got pink stuff everywhere, because that's just how it happens. No, we actually went through a lot of the old kid stuff, and these are like old burp rags and bibs and stuff that we're not using anymore, so I'm just going to use them as shop rags now. Gumby for the win. So that's a good thing, but kind of depressing at the same time because they grow up really fast. So utilize your time wisely, my friends. I did actually get a little bit of work done the other day. I came out for about an hour and started to test fit the radiator. There was a little bubble right here, so I ground out that whole bubble, and then this was like the factory radiator mount there, so cut all that stuff out, chop this down a little bit. A lot of this stuff I don't need anymore, so I'm probably going to cut that out. The fit on this thing is actually pretty amazing, and I'll have to show you that to you guys. So in between this bracket and in between that bracket, this had like a little lip that came over, and I cut all that stuff and ground it flat. So one of the guys on the A21 Bravo Facebook page, I showed a picture of my intercooler the other day, and he had the same intercooler, and then he shared a picture of his S10, and I asked him what radiator he had, and I looked up the dimensions after he sent me the link to it, and it's like damn near perfect. So there it is, all fit into the gap. I'm not going to be leaning it back, but I am going to have to cut some of this support out. But look at how tight that is in there. It's right up against that outer support, and then right up against it on this side. So I honestly don't know if I could have gotten a better fit. It does have these little standoffs on the bottom, so I'm probably going to end up drilling out a spot for those so it sits down a little bit more. And then I'm going to notch out this section here so I can actually get this thing to suck up here all the way. And then I'll probably have to make a little hole right here just for the cap. All right, so the radiator started to get a little bit scratched up from test fitting it, so I'm going to throw some taper on the end. All right, so I got the end tanks all taped up, so that should be nice to protect the ends here. So you can see I did test fit it once and it kind of ripped up the tape, so that should be nice to protect the radiator. I did also drill some holes for the little pegs on the bottom of the radiator to fit into. The passenger side hole actually lined up pretty decent and it went in. This one was off by about half the width of the stud. So I was trying to figure out how I'm gonna, hog that thing out or whatever, but I think I'm just gonna cut that whole section out of it. Honestly, like there's so much rust and just junk there. This stuff is already like falling apart. I'm just gonna cut this whole thing out. This AC condenser bracket, I'm going to get rid of that. And I think I'm actually going to go ahead and cut this whole middle section out because I'm going to go down with the intercooler and we'll see what I end up with for this core support and how much I'm going to end up with. I wanted to try to save it. I know there's been some suggestions about doing like an aluminum core support, which isn't a bad idea. So we'll see. I'm just going to start hacking away at this thing and see what I end up with. My big hangups in my head with just getting rid of the whole thing and starting fresh is like the fender alignment and stuff like that. So I don't really want to deal with all that stuff. I'd like to keep the top mount for the hood and like the hood stoppers the same. I'd like to see if there's a way that I can actually have this section bolt back in so it's removable, where I could still have the factory core support here with the hood latch and just have that section removable. So that's kind of my end goal and why I haven't just completely gutted the whole thing and did like a tube front and stuff. That's kind of where my head's at with it. So let's keep going. So this is all bolted on right here to the frame mount. I could cut and start cleaning this stuff up. Another reason too is the factory bolt holes here to hold the grill on. So I did modify this already because of the other twin turbo setup, but I do have the factory holes yet for the grill. So the grill section bolts on here and here. So if I cut all that out, then I have to refabricate pretty much the whole thing. And I don't know if I want to do all that yet. And spring is coming up really fast. And I still have to finish the engine, still have to do the transmission, all the wiring, and finish all this stuff yet. So that's kind of where my head's at. Hell. I think I'm just going to cut it out. I know it hasn't been that much longer. I started to cut this crap and I started to grind on this, and the sheet metal for this front section is like completely gone right here. So there is a thick bracket back here, and then all this stuff is like spot welded onto that bracket, and this is all of this metal is gone. You can see there's a section chunk here this whole section is like basically missing. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'll sacrifice these two, knowing that I have to weld those back in somewhere to get the grill back on. This stuff is just so rusty and bad. I don't even think it's worth keeping it. Well, that sucks. Alrighty, so got the whole front cut off, and I'm just kind of mocking this up. I actually mocked it up last night and got a picture of it, but then I realized I never took a video of it. So some of you guys probably saw the post already on the channel page, but that's kind of what that's looking like so far. I think it looks pretty sweet. If we look here, we got plenty of room to go straight across and clear the hood. I might be able to poke it forward a little bit more. But yeah, I think that's looking pretty sweet. I'm gonna leave a bit of a space here for the AC condenser, and then I'll have to figure out like the final spacing and everything, because that Holley mid-mount kit is gonna come about 2 inches farther forward. So I have to take that into consideration, but I did go pick up some pipe, and I'm probably gonna kind of do like a little tube front, little sheet and a couple pipes. So I'm gonna try to bend this stuff and get it right. What I think I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna fill this in with that sheet metal, and I'll probably have it to where I can actually bolt it on there. Okay, so I'm doing this, and it actually worked pretty good. So this is just 3/4 inch, 24 inch pipe, and I'm using a little Harbor Freight bender, and I got this nice little angle out of it. So I kind of did this as a test piece. I'm gonna do one more, and I kind of want to use these as like the cross braces coming up off the frame, up to the top bar. And the top bar is actually gonna be less of a bend than what this is. So I know I can do it without kinking it, and it should work pretty well. So I'm gonna go ahead, I did mark the center, so I'm just gonna use the same process that I did on the first one and kind of match the line up with the center, which isn't really too critical, I guess, because I'm going to cut the ends off and trim it anyways. And then what I did was I got it snug in here, and then I did 30 full strokes. So I'm going to do the same exact thing here. Alright, so that's 30. See how accurate that is compared to the other one. Look at that. That's like perfect. So I mean, have you really ever lived unless you've gone 150 miles an hour with plumbing parts? So basically they'll be down a little bit like this at a 45 coming in, and then tie into that top rail. Alright, so here's kind of the idea that I want here. So this section, I'm going to weld this section shut and have a couple bolt holes in there, and then this section will be bolt in, removable here. So I'll have it basically bolt to the body, bolt here, and come out of that section, out at an angle, and then kind of straight across. So this is going to be a shallower angle than that. So it'll probably be something like this, I'm thinking. So I'll probably have to do maybe 15 strokes instead of 30. I'll probably go less than I need to begin with. But basically what I want to do is have it poked out a little bit just past where this body mount section is, because that's about where the radiator was mocked up. So I want to go just beyond that section. That was what was holding the core support up initially. and then basically go back to where that body mount is, and then back at an angle to where this section right here is. Okay, so I have one marked in the center, and then I basically used the bolts for the mount as a marking point, measured everything, made sure it was good. So now I'm going to bend basically at this bolt and then bend it back to here. That was 15. This might encourage me to actually buy a pipe bender or a tubing bender if this goes well, and I'd be excited to actually build more stuff. Just trying to make sure that this thing is perfectly straight, and that when it's hanging down the right way, I don't want to bend it crooked. Visually doesn't look right. Okay, maybe it's just how I was holding it. Yeah, that one side looks like it's bent up a little bit more. Okay, so I did some analysis, and I actually don't think it's that bad. Now that I relook at it, it's not perfect, but it's actually not that bad. So if I look at kind of where that one comes up to compared to the bumper, and then come over to this side, there's a little tiny gap there, but that's not really a great reference because the bumper could be twisted. I did put it flat on the ground. It did rock a little bit, but nothing really too bad. I put it in a bench vise on the ground with both the little wing dings hanging downward, and then I used the angle finder on there, and they were like within 2 degrees of each other. But there's some variation there with the phone case, and the bench vise was kind of rocking a little bit, so I think if I'm splitting hairs that much, it's really not too bad. So that's kind of what it looks like from the top on that side. Comes straight across and then over this way. So I don't think it's too bad for doing it with that thing. So I got the 2 side bars, I guess the headlight bars, I don't know what you want to call them, but those are all bent up, and this is kind of just test fitted in there. I was thinking originally, move this one forward, have this bottom pipe cut to go underneath here and weld it on, and then essentially have the whole thing bolted on where the body mounts are, and then bolted on up here. But now I'm kind of debating in my head what would be the downside to just welding these sidebars right to the frame, and then possibly just having them welded right to this plate. So you'd have this section that's kind of permanent, but this is like your inner fender liner there. You'd still be able to remove your outside just like normal. And then I could figure out a way to actually bolt the top bar into the lower bar that's welded to the frame. This does flex a little bit. I don't want to shake it too much because these are just kind of rested in there. So I don't know if it would be that big of a concern if you had these welded to here, solid mounted, and then you still had body mount, because your cab would still rock a little bit, but then these would be solid mounted. So I don't know if that would be that big of a deal. So I got to think a little bit more about that, work that out in my head, what I want to do there. But I'm really liking how this is coming together so far, and I can easily just come off of these bars and weld standoffs to the radiator, or I can do basically whatever I want to it, which is nice. Or I could weld a tab up and go through these bolt holes up on the top. I would like to actually make a hole in the frame for these pegs to go down into, and then get like a nice set of isolators that'll actually go around that peg and rest into the frame. That way it's held into place with those 2 pegs, and then you just have to worry about holding it down on the top and bolting it in, or from the sides as I mentioned before. So the radiator right now is a little bit farther forward than I think I would need it, but it does clear the hood. I think I'm going to go a little bit farther back, and it will be lower once I sink those pegs in. But other than that, this thing came out just like I wanted it to. So see how it's kind of following? See how it's following the factory body line of where the core support was, and then comes out, goes flat, and then comes right back in, basically matching the body line there. Pretty happy with it right now. Next video I'll be working on getting everything kind of permanently mounted and start building tabs and getting the intercooler and radiator mounted. I am starting to get parts rolling in for the accessory drive. And then I'm working on a plan for the exhaust manifolds right now. Another thing too is this whole area is really opened up a lot. So essentially this came out to about here, and then the radiator was back behind this. So I got a lot more room up front, a lot of room to run pipe. I shouldn't have to worry about any of that stuff. So I'm pretty happy about it.